Well, top of the morning to you. It is an early morning. It is very cold here in the south, colder than I thought it should ever be in the south. I bought 6 auction pallets last week, which is 4 more than this truck can hold, so I had to go rent a U-Haul. The early bird gets the worm, so they say. You know, I thought about that a little bit. The birds sabotage the worms, like in their homes, which is a horrible, horrible thing to do to anyone. If they, just get them while they're sleeping, while they're, in their little dirt beds with their little moss blankets pulled up to their chin. Sweet dreams about whatever worms think about. Wet days, rainy days, so they can go to the surface and kind of squirm across the sidewalk until someone steps on them, or this stops raining, and then they dry out and become like hard, crispy things on the sidewalk. That's probably the nightmare part of their dreams. Yeah, I'm up early like a bird, except in my case I have oatmeal, iced coffee, and U-Haul trucks. And just like that, the U-Haul is loaded and we're on the road to unload.
This is the empty truck after wrestling out 5 pallets. I did buy 6, but they didn't all fit in the U-Haul, so I had to empty one of the 6 into the other 5. This stuff all over the driveway. One of the pallets broke on the way out. That's Steve. It's his fault that it broke, so it's just going to sit in his driveway for the time being. These are the other 4 pallets that stayed intact that we're going to sort through, and this is how it goes. It's just dudes doing dude stuff, and we have this process that looks a little archaic, but it's the only way to do it. But it's a treasure hunt. Here's a little nipple cam footage for you. So we basically have 3 piles that we're putting stuff into. We have a reject pile, a pile of stuff that I know I'm coming home to sell online, and then there's a 3rd pile of stuff that I look up at the end of the day to determine if it's a reject or if it's something that I'm going to be taking home with me. And it's fun. It's a treasure hunt. I'm doing this every two weeks basically, and we're all resellers and we all have different processes for doing this stuff. And once you're in, it's eBay for life. It's reselling for life. It's like a little gang that we have going. So at the end of the day, I end up filling my truck. This is the Witch King, and I got a whole pallet in the back. That whole box is full, plus some stuff on the sides there, and the whole back seat is full, and the passenger seat. So overall, I'm taking home roughly 20 to 25% of everything. So the majority of the stuff is rejects, and a lot of this stuff ends up going to Steve or people like Steve, other friends like Steve, that they go on to process in their own way. So they get it for very cheap from me. And Steve, he loves merchandise, and he cuddles it for a while before letting it move on, and then he'll sell it to thrift stores or people at flea markets, that kind of thing. So everybody's profiting down the line, even from stuff that doesn't make it onto eBay or Amazon.
So today is a 1 bucket sales day. It's a decent day. It's a weekday. This is about standard, a little bit better since the box is overflowing. But this bucket, on good weekends, we might get 4 or 5 buckets, but during the week, it's pretty standard to get 1 bucket or less. The reason I wanted to show you this, though, however, is this is approximately $550 worth of sales. That's not $550 in profits. That's just $550 in sales. And the reason I wanted to show you that is because it's a good chunk of money, but it still all fits in 1 bucket. And it's a bunch of small stuff. I'm going to be careful when I'm showing you this stuff. I don't want to give people's addresses away and all that. But, it's just a bunch of small stuff. This is clothes. This is kitchen gadgets. It's little, maybe a cell phone case or 2. Definitely some clothes, some plush animals, like, stuffed animals. And that's about it. It's awkward to talk and hold everything in place to hide people's addresses. I may have failed, but just wanted to show you that you can make good money on small stuff.
So after I finished editing this video, it was under 5 minutes, which just feels really short. So I'm adding this video that I made back in 2014 from my trip when I was in Hawaii. I'm adding that video in because it's right aligned with what I like to do on YouTube, show some eBay stuff, show some adventure, tie them all together, and encourage people to get out and see more of not just the world, but more importantly, it's the exploration of
adding perspective to our lives. I hope you enjoy Hawaii. It's from city center Honolulu out to, I rented a bike, which you'll see, and it was a bad decision. It was a good decision because it was freaking amazing, but it was a bad decision because it was in so much pain, and it was just an unplanned, or I should say poorly planned design, going on a bike ride and then hiking and then going for a bike ride back afterward. And I'm still recovering from that 8 years later.
Sign says trim line is steep and not maintained. If you proceed, be alert! If you trip or fall, you can be seriously injured or killed. I did not trip. I am not seriously injured. Besides my brain, I am not seriously injured. And I wasn't killed. I am still here. So my ass hurts so much because I haven't ridden a bike in a while. And since this is like a 10-mile bike ride, I think it was a bad idea. But my ass hurts so bad. Yeah, and hold the gay jokes. So here it is. I'll see you tomorrow when I get to the top. So yeah, this is a bike ride out from kind of downtown Honolulu. So today's adventure is going out to Koko Crater. Maybe not Koko Crater, Koko Head. Now it's about, I don't know, on a map I think it's about 10 miles out to the Koko Head / crater. And at the top there's an old World War bunker. Okay, I'm on the highway now, so excuse me while I figure this out. So there it is. I just came around the corner, and there is the Koko Head mountain I will be climbing today. Kind of regretting the bike ride here. I don't know how far up yet. That's the 300th step. 700 steps to go. Doesn't make sense to me that a rail car went up this for supplies. They must have used Thomas, that engine that could, because that's the only way any train can get up this. Probably about halfway up or so. Good thing I brought enough water, food. Have to ration it out. Only planned for about a 20-minute hike up this mountain. We're on day number 5. Here's where there's no ground underneath the tracks. So if I fall in, I might fall 10 feet to sudden death amongst bushes. Step 1000, 50 to go. See, this is the top. See the little ants at the bottom? Yeah, that's people. It's my buddy Ted. He showed everybody up. It's like 10 pounds. And he ran up. Now we're up in the mist, which is cool. So at the top is this creepy old mine or whatever it is. I don't know. But I'm going to go inside and check it out. Okay. I have an offer. If I scream, they'll help me.
Okay, I wanted to show you this because these are the street names. They all start with K. They all look the same damn thing to me. So if I get lost, this is my face when I see those street names. And apparently it's 9 miles to my hotel. Yeah, oh, look, what is that? Is that a gas station? Yeah, I don't need gas. You know why? Because I'm on a bike. Yeah. I don't need no gas. I don't need no gas. I'm on a bike. Yeah, I'm on a bike, motherfucker. You ever see these? Did you see that? The guy had a penis head. Do I have a penis head? Am I in the wrong lane? I think I might be in the wrong lane. So I just dropped off my bike that I rented. So now I'm back in downtown where all the people are. Gives you a little idea of what it looks like. Just like LA and New York. Feels like I never left.